Abe. Today is July 6th, 2016, a Wednesday. The camera's gonna shake a little bit because I'm sitting on my bed, and that's just how it goes. Every time I move, even just like the muscle of my jaw, the thing shakes. So today is not gonna be a punishment video because I just don't have that many embarrassing moments. In the meantime, Abe, you also owe another punishment, and that punishment will be given to you in the next video when I have thought of it. This is not my most organized week. It's been a week, you guys. It's been a week. And the only thing that I actually care about at this point is The Raven Cycle, which is a book series that I'm halfway through and I'm cut off from because, you know, my life is just the worst possible of all lives. The first book is called The Raven Boys, and the second book is called The Dream Thieves, and I have read both of those, and they're amazing. They're super cool. It's like urban fantasy, but like small town urban fantasy. There's a king called Glendower who was a real historical figure, and he's like still asleep underneath ley lines, and there's a boy who's looking for him named Gansey. Gansey has three eccentric friends who are just as strange and wonderful as he is, and into this world falls Blue. She's already kind of weird because her whole family is psychics, but she is not psychic. And she and Gansey, who is incredibly rich and incredibly fancy and has got like this whole gentleman explorer vibe, are fated to fall in love, and she's grumpy about it. And he's also fated to die. The other boys, Adam, who's sort of everything that's nice about the South. He's like this sort of soft-spoken and gentle and sweet and elegant boy. And Ronan, I didn't think I was going to like him at all because he's violent and broken in ways that cause him to lash out at everybody else. And he just gets more sympathetic as you go. And it's like, this guy is awful. And then you're like, oh yeah, no, he's pretty great, actually. And Noah, who is my small son, he's described as smudgy and kind of shy and afraid of everything and adorable. And oh my gosh, he's my favorite. And like the thing that bothers me, spoiler, there's a spoiler here. And I'm going to sort of speak around it so that people who haven't read it, I'm not ruining the book for you because you should read the book, but people will know what I'm talking about. There's a big plot twist about Noah, and it's related to his very first line of dialogue. And in his very first line of dialogue, I just was like, okay, this is a fantasy book, I accept it. And then they like refused to acknowledge it throughout the whole book until the very end. And there was like this big revelation, and I'm like, he literally told, it was his first line of dialogue in the book. He told you that this was true about him. Like, what's your deal, guys? But he's perfect anyway, so it's fine. There is LGBT representation, but not until the second book. The central thing of the book is that if Blue kisses her true love, who is Gansey, he will die. There are 4 books in the series, and I have read 2 of them. I have actually technically listened to 2 of them on audiobook format, and I haven't listened to the other 2, and I don't get to get another audiobook through my Audible subscription until the 18th. I'm very upset. I was at Barnes & Noble, and they didn't have Blue Lily Lily Blue, which is the 3rd book, and I would have bought it if it had been there. They had The Raven King, which is the 4th one, which just came out, which is why they had it, because it like just came out. Another thing that's great about this book is the writing of the book, which is great. The metaphors are just so much better than anything you've ever heard. Here's one, that 2 characters are friendly in a way that an electron is friendly with a nucleus. It does the thing that metaphors are supposed to do, the way that they were introduced, like taught to me in my first rhetoric class, was that a metaphor draws a connection between 2 unalike things and makes you see the connection between 2 things you would never have previously thought to put together. And that's what Maggie Stiefvater does, because she is a genius, as far as I can tell. So that's what my life is about currently. That's what I got for you today, Abe. We'll see you on Saturday. Goodbye.